Good evening everyone. Welcome to Commander Rathore YouTube channel, which is the only official YouTube channel of Defense Select Academy, which is situated at the heart of India in Bhopal. This is something about the director of our Defense Select Academy, Commander R.S. Rathore sir. He has served in the Indian Navy for 22 glorious years. And being a part of the Indian Navy, he had been senior GTO officer. He was an ex-assessor, ex-selector in the Services Selection Board, Bhopal, Bangalore, Coimbatore, and Allahabad for over 7 years. Even after retiring, he had started this academy, Defense Select Academy, which is in Bhopal, in which he's mentoring thousands of aspirants who want to be a part of the armed forces and serve our nation. This is something about me. My name is Abhijit Singh Arora. I am mentoring students like you for more than 5 years now. Right now in the Defense Select Academy, I am the head of department training. I am also an international certified advanced personal fitness trainer, and I myself was an ex-national level athlete of 100 meters and 4 by 100 meters relay. In this video, which is our OIR series, we're going to today talk about the verbal reasoning. And specifically in the verbal reasoning, we are going to talk about coding and decoding. I know some of you might be thinking, what is the significance of coding and decoding? Why is it added as a part of the officer's intelligence rating test? Well, all of you must know that in the armed forces, sometimes during the communication, we might have to share information with our counterparts, ensuring that there's no middleman or third person who can understand what is going on. This is one of the scenario wherein you can see that our brave soldiers of the armed forces, our brave officers of the armed forces have to communicate with their counterparts, and at times they have to use coded language so as to ensure that nobody else can understand who is trying to intercept their signals. Let me come back to this slide. Now this is very important when it comes to coding and decoding. Now please make a note of this diagram. Sir, what? We all know what ABCD is all about. No, I request all of you to make a note of these alphabets in the order as they have been shown to you right now. Starting from A, it goes up to M, and immediately below M I have written N, and then you have to go in reverse order. That means if you look over here, A and Z are coming one below the other, and then you see B and Y, C and X, T and W, E and V. This is very important when we are going to refer to our examples, as well as when you are going to solve questions during your official OIR test. And at the same time, I also request all of you to make this numbering sequentially from 1 to 13, that is from A to M, and then 14 to 26, which is from N to Z. And as soon as your OIR test would commence in your SSB procedure during your stage 1 testing, you can make this diagram in the same fashion in probably 40 to 45 seconds. Now you guys might be spending 40 to 45 seconds over here, but this is going to be very helpful to you. How? Let us solve a few questions related to coding and decoding, and then you guys will understand what is its significance. All right, let us take our first example for today. Let's say if A, C, E and F is coded as Z, X, V and U, how would G, I, K, M would be coded as? Now, if you guys would have used this table immediately, you guys would have realized that A is coded as Z, as you can see over here, and C is coded as X over here, and E is coded as V. Now I'm taking some time to explain to you, but an individual who has practiced OIR test and has made this table and understood the core concept, it will take a fraction of seconds to solve this question, and the individual will immediately move to the next question. Similarly, you guys can see for E, you guys can see V over here, as I already told you. Let me pick up F. For F, it's written U. as you see over here. So if you guys would have not made this table, it would have been slightly difficult for you to again calculate on your fingers as to, because for A is to Z, C is to X is pretty easy because these are the starting alphabets. But for F, or let's say if we pick up K, or probably we pick up L, then it might be little difficult. But if you have this table, you can immediately find out what will be the corresponding coding alphabet of it. So now what will be the answer of G, I, K and M? For G, it has to be corresponding T. For I, it has to be corresponding R. For K, it has to be corresponding P. And for M, it has to be N. And that is why T, R, P and N has to be the right answer. I hope all of you have understood this concept. Let me pick up one more question. If let's say A, C, E and G is coded as 1, 3, 5, 7 and B, F, I, Z is coded as 2, 6, 9, 8, how will we code Y, X, W and V? Again, as I told you, please make this table as soon as the OIR test commences. It will be extremely helpful for you to solve these questions. Now if you look over here, A is coded as 1, very easy, we already know this. C is coded as 3, again it's very easy. G is coded as 7, alright, I can see it from the table. Okay, let's move ahead. Alright, how is F coded as? F is coded as 6. Yes, I can see the second alphabet corresponding to the second digit, it is 6. But what about Z here? Z is coded as 8? No, Z should have been coded as 26. But over here they have used 4 alphabets and 4 numbers. In the same way here also they have 4 alphabets and 4 numbers. So then how they have coded Z? They have coded it as 8. Z should have been equal to 26, but it is coded as 8. That means they have added up these numbers and they have made it a single digit number. So in any case, whosoever has coded this question has ensured that for every alphabet there has to be a single digit number. And to make it a single digit number, let's say if the number would have been 13, let's say 13, if M would have been written as 13, so then immediately they would have converted it into 4. Alright, so then what will be the answer for Y, X, W and V? For Y the corresponding number is 25 and 25 we can write it down as 7. For X it has to be 24 and 24 we can write it as 6. How 6? 24, that means 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. Remember, in none of the coding that has been done so far, no double digit numbers have been allotted to the alphabet. If the double digit is represented by any alphabet, they have immediately converted it into a single digit number. Same way if I talk about W, W is 23, so 23 could be written as 5. Alright, what about the last alphabet V? V is written as 22. So that means I can write 22 as 4. So the answer for the coding of Y, X, W and V has to be 7, 6, 5 and 4. Hope this makes sense and all of you have understood this concept. And that is why please ensure that you draw this table. It will just take a few seconds. A, B up to, you have to go up to N, and then N immediately write it down up to Z, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 13. Here it's 14, go up to 26. That's it. Now you can solve so many questions of the OIR without wasting much time in each question. Let us take one more example. What if RNLW is coded as IECE and OQKZ is coded as FHBH? Then how would YMSK be coded as? Now what do you think? How can we solve this? Yes, we have to solve it in the same fashion. Let me first bring out this table so that it becomes easy for you. Now over here, R is coded as I. That means R is coded as I. Alright, it seems to be easy. But N is coded as E. Alright, N is coded as E. That means this table directly is not going to help us. So what else they could have done? Okay, what is the corresponding number to R? R is 18. What is the corresponding number to I? I is 9. So does it mean they have reduced the digit to half of its value? Let us verify. What about n? N is 14. All right. What about E? What is the value of E? It is 5. No. 18 became 9, but 14 has not become 5. Let us verify one more. L. L is 12. All right. What about C? C is 3. So 12 and 3, no, that this combination also doesn't make sense. But if you observe closely, 18 is written as 9 in this way. 18 means 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. They have converted this into a single digit, and that is why R became I, because I means 9, and that is why R is written as I. Let me pick up L. L is written as 12. L is written as 12, which means 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And what number represents 3? It is C, and that is why L is significant. And that is why L is showing C over here in the coded language. What about W? Okay, the corresponding number for W is 23. That means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and 5 is E, and that is why you can see over here W is written as E over here. Okay, if that is the case, how are we going to write Y, M, S, and K? Y means 25. 25 means 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. 7 is G. So Y can be written as G. How can we write M? Okay, M is 13. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 is D. So M can be written as D. How about S? S is 19. 1 plus 9 is 0. Okay, now here comes a big doubt. What are we going to do when it becomes 0? In that case, how are we going to solve this question? Okay, any guesses, guys? How can we solve this question? Yes, you are absolutely right. Remember, 1 plus 9 is 10, not 0. That's how I was confusing you. Please do not sleep in the class. 1 plus 9 is 10. And what is this value 10? It is J. And that is why S has to be J. What about K? K is 11. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. What is 2? It is B. And hence, GDJB has to be the right answer, or the right coded form of Y, M, S, and K. Hope this makes sense. That is why if one of the strategy doesn't work, you have to switch to the other. Immediately you can see if there's a matching in these numbers which comes from this side and from this side, whether this format is being used over there or a corresponding number format, or sometimes you might have to see whether 18 corresponds to 9, 8 corresponds to 4, or let's say at times you might have to add those numbers to see if it makes sense. So use your brain. It would be very easy. Within a fraction of few seconds you will be able to understand what's going on. All right, now one more example over here, but this example is little different from the other one. In this example, you have to have a basic understanding of the language English, because over here these alphabets have not been coded alphabetically. Rather, the entire word is coded as some other word, and then some other word is coded as something else. Okay, so here it's told if room is coded as bed, bed is coded as window, window is coded as flower, flower is coded as cooler. Where would a man sleep? Come on, this big question is just to confuse you. Do not waste your time. If you see questions of such kind, immediately read it fast and then see what is the question that is asked. Where would a man sleep? Obviously, we all know that he would sleep on a bed, but we all know that bed is coded as window. So what has to be the right answer? It has to be window. So don't waste your time writing down if this is coded as this is coded as this. No. What is the question that is asked to you? Where would a man sleep? We all know he sleeps on a bed. Wait, bed is coded as window, and that's why the answer has to be window. Hope this makes sense. Let me pick up the last example for today. All right, if sand is coded as air, again I'm telling you, don't waste your time. Let me immediately go back to the question. Where will a woman draw water? We all know that a woman draws water from well. What is well coded as island? So the answer has to be island. And this is how in 3 to 4 seconds of time you guys can solve these questions and save your precious time. I hope this video was helpful to you. So now this is a question to all of you. Under this verbal series, what is the next topic that you guys want me to explain to you? Any topic that you find difficult, Whatever you guys would comment, whatever the majority would comment, I'm going to pick that topic and discuss in the next video. And I request all of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Commander Rathore. And in case if you would like to ask us any question, feel free to contact us. You can also visit us to defenseselect.com. You can also in person visit us at Defense Select Academy Bhopal if you would like to join us in offline mode. Thank you everybody for watching.